The round table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will. It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the round table.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
What was it? Dave something?
Dave Lake.
Dave Lake. Okay. Are we recording now?
Yep.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen. I have to pray. Hail Satan. Dear Satan, thank
Hail
you.
Satan.
Hail Satan. Thank you so much for our listener and friend and fan, Dave Lake. He sent us a bunch of wonderful little, I guess they're for marijuana cigarettes. Is that right, Eddie?
Yeah, they sound like rattlesnakes.
We got a bunch of weed holders here, and Dave, thank you so damn much. They're the greatest things ever. I wish I had money for weed, because then I would fill this up immediately. So that's the prayer. It goes out to Dave Lake. And also, thank you for bringing us our new sound guy. His name is Ben, which I think is a terrible name, but that's fine.
Hard life as a Ben.
It's a hard life as a Ben, and he also sort of has red hair. So thanks for being here, Ben. I guess you can't. There's no microphone in front of you. Well, that might be the worst question I ever asked. Can't ask a question to a man with no microphone. So, hail Satan. Thank you so much for all that shit.
Satan.
And welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen. Let's go into the names here. Who is everybody around this round table? Don't talk yet, Lane.
Jackie Zebrowski. It's me. I always start. I woke up covered in bruises, and I'm feeling good about it.
Why? What happened?
I don't know.
Got beat in her sleep.
I think I got beat.
Someone thought she was a bunch of potatoes.
Oh, my goodness.
And now I'm mashed. I'm mashed.
Potato sack beater is around? That's terrible.
I'm Ed Larson, and I like kicking potatoes.
No, wow,
Oh, my God, it was Ed.
It was Ed the whole time.
Holden McNeely, I love you.
Yeah, that is so gross.
I love you. I want to be with you.
What's wrong with you?
Every sentence you say is the worst thing I've ever heard.
I know, it's bizarre.
I don't know how you do that shit.
Kisses, audience. Kisses, kisses.
Fuck. All right, yeah, I'm Kevin Barnett, man. I sit next to Holden.
Yeah. Way too cool to be here. All right, we got in the Chuckle Hut, we got Lane Pichelle.
Hey,
I've done this. And Lane, you're from Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You're the best.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah,
What's up?
another Florida man in the house, and of course, longtime guest, and a current guest. Well, definitely a current guest, and an often guest, Andrew Short.
It's often to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, it's often to have you. But before we get to the news story, Ed Larson has some major round table news to announce. Edward, we have the Roundtable of the Year, Roundtabler of the Year awards coming up.
Yeah, the nominees just got in. We're about to release them, and we're going to be presenting them next week at the live taping
next
of
Saturday.
Roundtable of Gentlemen, 11:23.
That's right, 11:23.
Downstairs at the Creek, and then right afterwards is
last podcast on the left live. So,
but enough of this bullshit. Let's get to the Roundtable of the Year awards.
Let's do it. I don't know if that's the song.
All right, this year's nominees for Roundtabler of the Year 2013, Amber Nelson. This is her second nomination.
Wow, second nomination.
She's not going to win.
Michael Che is nominated.
Again?
He's a
He was only
three-time
one
nominee, two-time winner.
That guy could use a break.
He could use a break.
Well, this is, it's a big deal for him,
It's important for him.
All right, first-time nominee this year, Kevin Barnett.
Wow.
Breaking
That's the first actual roundtabler.
Whoa, yeah,
That's crazy, man. Now I got two blacks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Micah Sherman is also nominated for his second year in a row.
Fantastic.
Andrew Short got nominated this year.
Wow.
Surprise entry. Yeah, first-time nominee Andrew Short.
Thanks a lot.
And also Ed Larson's nominated for the third time.
You nominated yourself?
No. It was a big listener poll.
There was a committee.
Yeah, and there's a committee on it.
Who's
Barack
on the committee? Ed?
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama's on the committee. Really?
Martin Scorsese's on
I
the
had no idea.
Yeah. There's a lot of big people.
Interesting.
Now, Andrew and Kevin, you guys got to take this seriously. This is a big thing for you. I mean, you saw what happened to Che. He got Roundtable of the Year, then he got Letterman, and then he got.
I'm taking credit for it.
Then he got Rolling Stone's 50 Comedians.
He's
he got
running
it
for
again.
SNL?
He got it again. He got SNL.
Right.
Yeah. Lord knows what's going to happen to him if he gets it this year, God willing. I hope he does. He's a great. I'm hoping I get a chance to finally sneak in there. You know what? People are starting to talk that I can't
beat Che, dude. You can't.
Yeah, I can't.
If he wins again, Che will transform into pure energy.
I'm
I'm surprised.
The lights.
I'm surprised Henry didn't get the nod.
Henry. Who?
Yeah.
All right.
I wish we could set up some sort of triathlon or something.
Yeah,
like
some
a
sort
feat
of
of strength.
A physical challenge.
Yeah, there should be a challenge he could under no circumstance ever participate.
Yeah, breathing well. All right, Marcus.
But yeah, no, it's an honor to be nominated again. I really just want to.
You
thank
nominated
everybody.
yourself.
I didn't nominate. It was a big online poll, and people spoke, and the people, 3 times in a row, I'm nominated, and I think that's a really cool thing.
Okay.
Just me and Che got that number.
Right, yeah. I mean, you're 0-2, and Jay is 2-0, so we'll see who wins.
He's
this
amazing. He's amazing. What are you gonna say?
Yeah. No, I mean,
I'd love to be Prince to him King.
all right. That's very nice. I'll let him know. I'm sure he's thrilled that his fame has garnered him such attractive
I'll
fans.
tell you what, I'm stepping in. I'm nominating myself.
No, Holden, you can't nominate. Not everyone can just be nominated.
Well, yeah, no, we'll have presenters and.
I want to be the Vanna White of the awards.
Okay.
Can I be sexy?
Yeah,
No,
you
you
can.
can't.
Be sexy,
You could bring out the
girl?
award. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I'm gonna be
but I-
sexiest Vanna.
But you can't sound like that, Jackie. I mean, listen to yourself.
That's sexy, right?
Yeah. You sound like the penguin after doing shit.
I feel like if you were a little sexier, you would have got nominated.
I'm gonna try, guys. This is my year, okay?
No, it's not. I mean,
You're not
Next
even
year's my next year.
Next year's your year.
Next year's my year.
We're going to keep on doing this show forever. All right, Marcus, let's go to a news story.
Man, that was great.
Police have arrested a 38-year-old man who they say sexually assaulted at least 10 college-age men he met at beer pong tournaments.
I love it. As Ted Bundy killed sorority girls, this guy fucking molested all the right dudes. I love that he fucking molested these beer pong playing assholes.
The man named Joey Poindexter.
What a Poindexter.
Of course he is.
Someone's got to get the name.
Yes.
He was arrested over the weekend for the alleged sexual assault of a man after a beer pong tournament in College Park, Maryland last month. The alleged victim says he woke up at Poindexter's house in the morning and recalled being sexually assaulted in the shower the night before.
If you recalled, he just fucked him.
Yeah.
That's what happened. This dude.
It's just talking shit. He's like, if I win and I beat you again, I'm going to come over there, I'm going to fuck you in the ass. and then he did it.
So this guy took a shower with him? Oh, he remembers this. He wasn't molested. He did that by his own free will.
Yeah, at least he was able to clean it all out of him.
It's a perfect place to have anal sex. What do you think, Kevin? I mean, these guys, they wanted it.
It sounds like they loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like he just didn't want to wake up gay, so he woke up a victim instead.
I wouldn't want to butt fuck in the shower. It's too slippery.
Well, you have to be careful. That's for sure.
No, I feel like you just tripod it. You just go up against the wall, you tripod your legs.
Yeah, I have
Thank you, Vanna.
sex and Kissel and I shower all the time. It's
Do you?
fantastic.
In
Absolutely.
that in our shower.
Horrible
Yeah,
shower.
and that nightmare
so
shower.
gross.
Yeah, it's
Grossest
great.
place I've ever been.
It is the grossest place that anyone's ever been, and there's no curtain, and there's a
no
window,
soap.
and there's no soap. You fuck your girlfriend in that shower?
All the
You
time.
have no respect for her.
Yummy,
She has no
yummy.
respect for
yummy.
herself.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's the kind of shower you walk out more dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the fun thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
very
all the
dirty.
mold on the walls.
Yeah. Fun with stickies.
Fun with stickies. Lane, you ever play beer pong? It's a disgusting game, isn't it?
Yeah, without getting butt fucked afterwards.
You
Yeah,
played
they
it
all
wrong.
say that.
It's a one, huh?
yeah. You gotta
Those
enter
are
the right
always the
tournaments.
stakes, man. Every time you play.
Yeah.
You're going to lose.
Yeah.
Butt fuck, that's all.
Butt fuck, you're not butt fuck.
Yeah.
Either way.
Do you really hate people that play beer pong?
Beer pong is a disgusting game.
What are you
because
talking about?
The ball drops on the floor.
So you're not
and
good at it.
You wash the ball in the little thing.
Yeah, in the filthy water cup?
dirty-ass
No, beer
solo
pong is
cup?
disgusting.
It is
Totally
gross,
against
man,
it.
We
but I
would
play
play
super
with-
gross.
People would have you throw the ball into water and then you chug a beer when you got it in. That way, no one got someone else.
No, that's pussy.
Nah,
Yeah, that.
That is
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Jackie on that one.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's the game. You chug the beer after
Well,
the
I
ball
mean,
goes
we would
into
use
the hole.
juice
Yeah.
boxes and then, pray to Christ.
So you're going to get a ball into a juice box.
You guys all had diapers on,
Yeah.
but
Oh, I see. I see.
But
It's
weirdly
more of a
enough, we'd
Rugrats
still
version.
get butt fucked in the end. So.
Yeah. Well, Daddy had a tough day at work. You know?
Christ look at you.
Well,
Either
the cops later found several photos at Poindexter's house of college-age guys apparently in various states of consciousness and in compromising positions. The alleged victims were all drunk or unconscious. The alleged victims were also heterosexual. 2 of those alleged victims have come forward, and police are trying to find at least 7 other victims.
Poindexter, I just can't
Jesus
believe
Christ.
they spelled Thomas Dale's name wrong. I mean, that's amazing. Thomas Dale, great comedian. Check him out. Raging homosexual, and honestly, he's done worse than this man.
Yeah, but Thomas Dale is attractive. This guy
He is,
has
yeah.
the face the size of a fucking
Well, let's
house.
see this.
Yeah, look at Joey Poindexter.
Oh, he's a
here.
larger
Oh,
guy.
shit.
Okay.
Gigantic.
A real big guy.
Is he black?
Yes.
It looks, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
black
I
enough.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah. At least it's against the stereotype of the last name
I just
Poindexter.
love it that people are out there breaking stereotypes every
like it
single
too.
day, man. We are a people of many different creeds.
This is what MLK was thinking. It's so important.
Poindexter.
I mean, in this day and age, when 2 black men can get nominated for Roundtable of the Year, it's just amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
Diversity is at an end, and we are all the same.
It is. I don't feel bad for the victims. Am I wrong? I have,
Yes.
I have a hard time
Absolutely.
feeling. No, but I mean, if you're a man and you're playing beer pong, they don't say he drugged the victims. They were just playing beer pong. Obviously, he was good at it.
Obviously,
Obviously,
he
he
is the
destroyed them.
best beer
But
pong
they were
player in the
just
nation.
drunk, and they also seem like fraternity, sort of like douchey jock types.
My question: how did he get to the parties?
I guess he just showed up.
He probably
Oh,
nudged
this
his way.
guy!
That's the
Yeah.
guy who's amazing at beer pong. Bring him in. I mean, I don't know. I have a Jackie, what do you think? I mean, you're a woman. You have to deal with sexual assault, the threat of it on a regular basis. As a man, I just feel like it's the man's fault for being sexually assaulted. I mean, how dumb do you have to be to get raped by
Did you
another
see how
man?
large that dude was?
It's not that
some
man.
He's
girth.
sweating in his mugshot.
I guess so.
I feel
Yo,
like they're just-
Berkey, I'm coming in the shower. No, don't.
I guess that's it. I guess that's it. I don't know.
It's pretty easy to get sexually assaulted by a man. By a gigantic man.
If Ed wanted to take me right here, and right now, we
I
could
mean,
do
he
it.
does it.
Say it's April 12th, 1998.
Yeah, exactly,
straight young
Marcus. Take us back to Texas Tech University.
May 17th, 2006. He wasn't even that big.
Oh my God, disturbing. But I do think society has less concern and less sympathy for a male who's been sexually abused by another man as opposed to a chick.
Definitely, man.
Much
Yeah.
less.
Yeah. I mean, what's this guy facing?
This guy
Is this straight up rape charges or something?
this is definitely straight up rape
He's got to
charges.
mail it in.
Yeah, he just can't play beer pong for a week. That's sad. One was my favorite game.
Well, Maryland police are working with cops in other cities where Poindexter recently attended beer pong and other sporting events.
Oh, that's amazing.
Including Dallas, Salt Lake City, Virginia Beach, Atlantic City, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C.
traveler.
Beer
Straight up
pong
tour.
rapist. Yeah.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
that's a good name for a bad person.
The beer pong rapist. I mean, that's what he is. Yeah. Right?
I just never got laid after winning a game of beer pong. Because usually by that point, I had like flipped the table and I was waving a gun around.
Yeah.
I was
that
always
happens.
sweaty. I was always
You were just sweaty during beer pong?
yeah, play to win.
I don't think you're supposed to sweat even if you do win. Well, that's fine.
I don't exercise much.
Oh,
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Because I'm the sexiest roundtabler of the year.
That's just an award you're giving yourself then.
Just gave myself that award.
I mean, you're
not a bad
definitely,
award.
she's right.
I'd always be kind of going for it. I'd put my nuts in the beer so they'd trick them. They'd think they were getting the beer or the ping pong ball out, but they'd get my fucking ball sack.
What happened to you in utero? What was it?
How long is your ball sack where you don't have to just squat over it?
I'm on the other side of the room, baby. I'm fucking chilling, man. And to answer your question, Kissel, my parents really liked bumper cars. So when they had me, all throughout the pregnancy, they were on the bumper cars a lot at the carnival.
I understand. So the carnival's to blame.
Right, yes.
Yeah, we'll get rid of them. I would get rid of all carnivals if that was true.
So try to guess this guy's job.
Poindexter, African-American fellow, large head, travels a
worker.
lot.
Loves beer
I'm going to say
pong.
business.
Bible salesman.
Real estate appraiser.
That kind of makes sense.
Respectable.
Nice house. Let's go check out the shower.
Yeah. The shower. Why is the beer pong table all set up with all the beer and things? That's a little thing I like to do for the new clients. You're going to love it.
beer pong's a dirty game. You know,
It's
you
a
gotta clean
filthy
up
game.
afterwards. You gotta.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
It's a lot
This
of
guy would play
splashy.
beer
It's a
pong.
splashy game. It's a wet game.
I can kind of see how that went down. It's like, oh, you're wasted, man. Here, I'll take care of you. He takes him home. He's like, oh, man, you need to get in the shower. You just puked all over yourself. And then all of a sudden he's in there with him. I can totally see it go down in my mind.
But how
Yeah,
did
it sounds
the
like
I just
one
feel like
guy-
the sad thing is this guy's just not comfortable being gay, so he has to go through these elaborate ways to get dick. And it's just like, if he would just be able to like tell his parents he was gay, he wouldn't have to rape a bunch of dudes.
I don't buy that, man.
I don't
Because I mean, it's not like rapists, like heterosexual rapists, are uncomfortable with being heterosexual.
They're
This
way
guy's
too
just a-
comfortable with it.
Yeah, I guess they're the coziest ones.
I can just see like the movie of this, like the montage of him getting really good at beer pong. Take it to the limit.
Yeah, it's like that ping pong movie, but do it with beer pong. And then at the end, he just goes on his raping spree. You're like, we were cheering for the wrong hero.
Straight up rape tour, man. But did it say though that he's like in the closet? He's not like.
No, I mean, it doesn't say
Well,
anything
rape is
as
a
far.
Yeah, you just assume you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a rapist.
I think everybody's going to assume that he's super into the rape, but what if he like really liked the travel element?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Fuck man versus food. This needs to be a travel show. That's David Tell's Insomniac.
That is fucking definite Travel Channel material. I'm
So then what happens
seeing
at
this country in the best way possible.
What happens at the end of the episode? I raped the man. Oh, I think that's funny. That's great. It's going to be huge.
I want to see every baseball park in America, and then at night.
Then I raped the catcher. That's the thing that I do there. It's a different ending every time, but sort of the same.
Why is this article posted on BusinessInsider.com?
It's important to know. He was in real estate.
Yeah, it's for the traveling salesman.
It makes sense. God, I just want to keep on asking our new sound engineer questions, but you don't have a microphone. Isn't that something? Look at that. Look at that. Great radio. Great radio. All right, Marcus, let's do another news story.
Next story. A UK man has died after swallowing a huge amount of crystal meth in what he thought was a health drink.
Whoa.
Oh, man, this poor
That's
guy.
so satisfying.
Is that a normal...
I feel great. Everything, top of the world.
Best health drink I've ever had.
55-year-old Romano Diaz was handed a bottle labeled as a fruity drink by his daughter Katie.
His daughter?
His daughter. She had found the drink in a package delivered to her home by mistake and held onto it for years before rediscovering it and giving it to her father. Mr. Diaz's partner.
Hold on.
This little cunt.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not her fault. I get
It's not ready yet.
This was like a... So his neighbor ordered a bunch of meth 4 years ago and never got the package, right? That's pretty much what it must have happened.
I mean, probably, yeah. That it got delivered to the wrong house.
And they deliver the meth in a fruit drink to make it seem like it's not meth.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that guy calling UPS? I placed this a week ago.
Where's my package? Sir, I don't know why you're freaking out over a fruit drink so bad. You can just go get an Adwala over at the deli. Yeah. You don't understand. There's... yeah. I'll just go get a drink.
Damn, man, meth keeps really well.
I guess so. Maybe it gets stronger with age.
Said the guy from Florida.
Mr. Diaz's partner, Deborah Dolson, said in a statement that he opened the bottle... Yeah, ugh. Deborah
Dolson?
Deborah Dolson.
Just call me Debbie D.
Debbie Double D.
Ooh, I like her now.
She's fucking beating on those tits.
What are you going to do to him?
Just fucking beat on those fucking
You're gonna
big
beat on
bags, yeah. Play fucking bag boy for a fucking couple of years, fuckers. Just smacking those big things around.
I think that's a good idea.
You hear that, Deborah Dolson?
Hell yeah.
You got a real lizard lover over here. That is
Are you
disgusting.
wooed? Are you satisfied?
I want to touch my butt up against him.
Oh my god.
Deborah can get in a dirty shower if she wants.
I feel like every woman's pussy just looks sort of like Ren and Stimpy when Ren's nose used to go into his face. And he just like puckers in and fucking seals up.
Good
The
lord.
idea of you.
Say good lord about that.
That's you. I'm referencing what you're doing to women's
Smack
vaginas.
those fuckers out of town, dude. Smack them to a different area code. fuckers.
That's fine.
No, keep going.
I mean, it goes on and on, Lane.
It could go for a while.
Yeah.
Deborah Dawson said in a statement that he.
She's gonna get it, man.
Oh, Deborah's gonna get it.
Oh, fuckers. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, she said in a statement that he opened the bottle and found a cork under the cap. He unopened the bottle. He took the cork out, swallowed about half a glass of the mixture before complaining of the taste. He began to feel a burning sensation in his throat and said, "I am in trouble here. I am dying. I am dead."
Oh, fuck. Those are his last accurate words. He literally... I'm dying. I'm dead. Well, technically you were wrong about the last, but now you are right.
All right, I have a legitimate question. It's not about the woman's breasts. Okay. So, like, what's the game here? Are you supposed to dissolve that down to get the powder?
Sip of it.
You're just supposed to sip on it then, or is
I've
the
never
idea?
heard of liquid
I'm sure
meth.
you have to break it down somehow.
Right? Like-
yeah.
Yeah.
It could be that like Gatorade bottle.
Yeah,
meth
maybe
and
after
shit.
4 years, the meth dissolved into the Gatorade.
But what the fuck? His daughter had this all the time, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, we haven't seen that. Oh, well, here it is again."
I'm saying it
I
don't
would've
add
thrown
up.
it away.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Andrew. His
She
daughter
did
gave him a
this.
random...
Yeah.
No, but she didn't know.
She did this.
But how is she holding on to it for you? Who holds on to some fruit juice for years?
She didn't know, but
Years.
Kevin, if your daughter...
goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kevin, if your
Don't
daughter
add up.
hands you a fucking drink...
First of all, I ain't never gonna have no daughter, man.
All right,
I
whenever
got
your gay son
strong
hands you a
ass
drink...
nigga sperm will be dudes. Big ol' arms, man.
All right, whenever
Black.
your masculine sperm has a beautiful flamboyant son and he hands you a bottle, you're not just going to immediately pop it and start drinking the fucking thing.
No.
I mean, this guy's reaction was impulsive and wrong. He made a terrible decision.
I mean, it was beyond impulsive because he took the cap off and then found a cork underneath the cap.
And what juice bottle has a cork on it?
I don't know.
This guy, you know.
Well, how
Darwin.
liquid methamphetamine works is they often send methamphetamine in liquid form and in liquor bottles, things that are going to pass inspection. But what they do when they get it is they boil the water away, which leaves the solid methamphetamine.
That's science.
And then they smoke it and, well, deal it.
Well, why don't they just drink it? It seems like
Because
it works.
that happens.
Because
Well, if you just have a little sip of it, have a little thimble of it, though, and then you get the same experience, right?
I don't think you
I
do.
don't know, man.
Maybe
you
not,
just
because you
die.
can't. I mean, there's with drugs, there's always a delivery method. You can't just eat a nug and get high because your body metabolizes it in a different way.
You'll feel it, though.
I mean, yeah, a little
If you
bit.
ate an ounce of weed, you would feel... I mean, Ed, have you ever eaten weed? Like
Yeah, but
eaten
I
it-
was on different drugs, so I don't know if it.
Oh, I see. When you eat weed, it's a lot like you're on acid. Were you on acid? Yeah.
Yeah. It was like my third course.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you can't just eat a nug of weed and get stoned.
I mean, you have to eat. I think you have to eat a lot of it. There's something
Because
about the way your
heating
body
it changes the way
metabolizes the
that-
THC
Yeah.
in a different. Like that's why you have to boil the THC out when you make like weed brownies, stuff like that. So
Right.
I mean, I'd imagine that drinking meth wouldn't get you the same high as smoking it because you're essentially just drinking deadly chemicals.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and you get metabolized.
Because
at
that's
that
Right,
like
right.
Drano and like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's awful
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
Right,
you can't.
So
you-
smoke
Well, don't
Drano.
say it's off. Let's not
Yeah.
piss off the lobby. Let's just try to have fun.
Yeah. No, but there's a lot of information here.
no one snorts it, right?
Yeah, you can snort.
You
meth.
snort-
Oh,
People do
absolutely.
snort
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you mostly smoked it.
Oh, dude, you gotta snort. Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Hey,
what
guys.
happened, Andrew? Be careful. We don't want any drug addicts on our awards list. God knows.
He's just a nominee. Let's not give it to him yet.
Oh, okay. He hasn't won?
Not yet.
Ed, who has one?
We don't know yet.
Tell us.
We don't. I'm still waiting for the polls to come in.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you know how much meth was in that bottle?
How much?
$58,000 worth.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was right when he said that.
So somebody got killed
Yeah.
over that missed
Someone
delivery.
died.
Definitely. 58,000?
Yeah.
And meth is fucking cheap as shit.
Yeah.
It was all meth.
It was all meth.
They say it's like $10 a hit. Who's good at math?
Ooh,
$10
I
a
mean-
hit
No,
of,
no.
of math.
Kevin's the smartest one here.
58,000.
5,800.
Yeah.
You fucking nerd. You fucking nerd, Jackie.
No, it's $580,000 probably street value, right?
I think it was $58,000 street
value?
Oh, okay, okay.
That's a lot of money, though.
Jesus Christ.
And this guy, wow. What a fucking way to go.
We should do
And he
this.
drank half the bottle before he figured out something was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't it hit your taste
And it
bud
was
and you're just like...
probably after like he just got done working out or something.
That's the problem.
You know what I mean? Where he was like
I blame
super
Nordic
proud,
Track.
super proud of himself.
I blame fucking Nordic Track for this whole goddamn thing. Trying to get in shape.
Even when you drink Diet Coke for a second, you're like, ugh.
Yeah,
that's
that's
after,
true.
like the first sip.
That's a good point.
Fuck Diet Coke.
You hate it?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's honestly disgusting.
What is your beverage of choice, Ed?
What happened to you, Holden?
Beer.
Yeah, beer is the only beverage that matters.
Milk?
I mean, it's what kills. It's
Milk
what's-
a lot?
Yeah, milk.
I love milk.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really fuck with milk like that, man.
Yeah? Put some ice in it. Give it a shot.
Nah. Fuck
Kevin,
all
your
that,
favorite
man.
beverage? What is your favorite beverage?
My favorite beverage, man, I don't really know, man.
I'm gonna say Diet Dr.
Keep
Pepper.
it moving.
Dang.
Diet Dr. Pepper?
I love Diet Dr.
You
Pepper.
are a fucking animal.
Why?
Diet Dr.
Dr.
Pepper's
Pepper?
the worst ever.
It tastes exactly like Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
yeah.
It really does.
There's metal in it.
Who gives a shit?
We're gonna move on. But what I am saying is,
End of
I'm not.
segment.
Yeah, this is. I will. I have
Not gonna
never
talk
been.
about soda anymore?
No,
I wanna
people
talk
like to hear about it.
Soda.
People like to hear about us talking about soda. Diet
like-
Dr. Pepper is the best soda.
I like various colas.
Hell yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Should we do this for 20 minutes?
No.
Because we could.
Crystal
Capri
Pepsi,
Suns, man. Capri Suns.
Capri Suns.
Make their way back in
You know,
most
now
people's
that they're
lives.
starting to ferment, there's a big problem with kids nowadays.
Drinking hooch.
Is that it gets
That's
it gets
hilarious.
kids drunk because it's on the shelves for too long. So
Fuck
there's a
yeah.
huge thing. They're just like trying to ban Capri Sun.
They should have not fucking named that flavor prison wine, you know, because it's really coming true. It's sad. Andrew, what's your favorite soda?
Moxie.
Moxie. And Lane, your favorite soda?
I gotta go Diet Coke. I think.
Oh, we're just shitting on Diet Coke.
You're like
Because you have long
empowered.
hair.
I know.
think.
I'm so sorry.
Cheer
I'm
wine.
So sorry.
Fuckers.
Cheer wine's really
What's
good.
cheer wine?
Cheer wine, man. You can only get it down south.
What
man.
is it?
Or you can go to the Blue Stove.
Oh,
which
you
is
got
in
it there?
Brooklyn.
Is it actual wine?
No, it's like a cherry soda. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's really
right.
fucking good.
My favorite's Mountain Dew.
No one asked you, though. Isn't that bizarre? Marcus, you're ruining the fucking...
Opinions, bro.
Read the script, Marcus. Read the fucking script.
That's me.
No, Mountain Dew is great. I love
Just
Mountain
like
Dew.
Mountain Dew.
I also like
Really?
Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I love it.
You some type of fucking skateboarder or some shit?
In a can. It's the best.
Why don't you
I
fucking
never-
pop yourself some Starburst and go rollerblade into a goddamn lemon? All right, Marcus, let's do another news story. We're done with the man who drank the...
We're done with that. We're
Okay.
moving on to Matheson Hammock, Florida.
Oh, is that where you're from, Lane?
Oh, I know where that is though.
Where
you
is
probably
it?
know where that is. It's like by Miami.
Oh, okay.
Madison Hammock?
No,
Matt-
no one's from it. It's like a beach. It's like rich ass kind of beach.
Oh,
area.
oh,
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Bringing class into it.
I got a story from there.
Okay.
Firefighters rescued a raccoon that got its head stuck in a jar.
Oh my god.
That's kind of cute. That is a little bit cute.
Ah, what kind of jar was it?
I mean,
How big was the jar?
a mason jar.
You want to see?
Is there a picture of it?
His head's in a jar.
I mean, does it take a group of firefighters to get the raccoon's head out of a
sounds
jar?
like it takes one man and one hammer.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a Toyota ad. Hey, no, play the Toyota ad.
Is that the whole story, Marcus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Can you imagine how cute it was?
Well, the raccoon had been walking around with his head stuck in a jar until it finally sat on a trash can without moving.
Oh, defunct.
Soon after Miami Fire Rescue arrived to the scene, rescuers were able to safely remove the jar from the animal's head. But look, here's some video.
That's a
of
big
it.
raccoon.
Look
Oh, there it is shaking around. Check out the video of the raccoon with his head stuck in the
I'll
jar.
post this on the Roundtable page.
Oh,
There's a
he's
little raccoon stuck in a jar. He looks like a fucking idiot.
He's
Looks like
trying
a
to
pickle
eat
jar.
Please stay.
Yeah, it's like it is a pickle jar. Maybe like candle used to be in there or
Oh
something.
my god.
Poor little guy. He's like a little raccoon astronaut, though. You know, this guy is like Prometheus.
It really is like in a Tom and Jerry cartoon where he's got like a mason jar.
And then here's the it is. And the fireman pulls it out and then throws the raccoon on the ground.
he's super pissed.
Yeah, the raccoon just skirts away.
Did you see the crowd that was gathered around?
Everyone, and the newswoman just can't get
Ew.
enough. What a fucking
What a fucking
hot
bitch.
ass.
Hot.
What happened to you, Jackie? She's gorgeous and she needs me.
What were you gonna do with her, man?
Oh, well, I'll tell you one thing. She's going to love going on dates with me because I don't make girls cry on dates. So she's going to love it.
It's been a week, Ben.
I'm over it now.
He made a girl cry, and then he bought her a gift.
I didn't make her cry. She cried over an ex-boyfriend.
And then he bought her a gift.
So
Because
just
it
for
felt so
listeners
bad.
at home, if you're on a date with a girl, especially early on, don't ask her about her past
I
love.
didn't ask her about it. All she did was keep on bringing up ex-boyfriends, and then I fucking was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then I was like, "Do you talk to him?" And then she's like, "Yeah, all but one." And then started crying, and then it was awful
Yeah, but didn't you tell her to go home after that?
because she was crying, and I didn't want to see her do it.
Wow, you were a serial killer.
I tried to save it. I gave her a gift.
What was the gift?
What's the gift, man?
She's a big Chicago Bears fan, so I bought her a Chicago Bears sweater, and I wrote a little note that said, "It's getting cold outside. You're going to need a warmer Bears shirt." And I also got her a Bears necklace that was in the shape of a heart.
That's
so
really scary, man.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
well, I'm sorry, Jackie, that love doesn't exist. That love isn't real.
That was on
me out.
on the
I'm
first
creeping
date?
you out. This was on the third date. Thank you, Lane. And what? I'm creeping you out.
Yeah.
Kissel, is there anything you want to say to her or clear the air right now?
You should have just spent that money on a whore.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude.
I spent it on one.
She didn't even.
Man, that was
fuck you,
funny,
though.
man.
No, she didn't get back to me. I fucking hate her. I don't care. I'm over it. I don't feel guilty about it. You can't cry over ex-boyfriends on a date when you're with another person that is not your ex-boyfriend that you're
I don't
crying
like
over.
her.
This is a
I don't like her
second
anymore
date,
either.
dude.
Yeah.
You can't just be doing all that. But anyway, baby. I would really like to go out with you again. It's really sad.
whore and brought out a radio
You didn't call her a whore on radio. You never would say that about you.
That's right. Thank you, Ed. I mean, if you look at the record, but who's judging what by who, you know? It doesn't matter. I'm all alone, and I'm finding love. Marcus,
Not
let's...
real.
Yeah,
No.
the raccoon with a jar on his
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Let's move on to the next. Let's move to Mexico City for more midget news.
raccoon.
Little
The gnomes.
Mexican authorities say 2 midget professional wrestlers found dead in a low-rent hotel in the capital may have been drugged to
Why
death
is it-
by female robbers.
It is funnier
It's
that they're in a
funny,
low-rent hotel, right?
You know exactly what they're talking about.
Well, this is Fox News. They know how to write a story.
Did Fox News write the word midget?
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Autopsies are being performed on the 2 midget wrestlers. One
I mean,
of
it's
whom,
the quickest job that the autopsy guy's just like, easy work. This is great.
One of the wrestlers went by the name La Parquita, or Little Death, and wore a skeleton costume in the ring. The other was known as Espectrito Jr. And here's some real sad news. If any of you guys are wrestling fans out here, this was Mini Mankind.
Which is really sad. Mini Mankind. It was kind of a cheesy character. After Mick Foley had to sort of stop wrestling, they did a bunch of fucking, just like random theatrics. But I love him.
They deserved it. They were probably trying to fuck those robbers.
They were tiny people who were being robbed.
It doesn't mean they can't rape.
It does.
Still
Some
rape.
hot chick showed up and drugged them to steal their food, steal their whatever they
Steal their food? What do they have?
What really fat?
What are
Bunch of bite-sized Snickers.
Yo.
Bunch of tiny Tostitos.
I was going to say, what do they eat? Like fucking tiny apples?
Kevin, what do you think little people eat?
Little people eat like they have like tiny apples that look like grapes.
Yeah.
It looks like grapes.
pellets.
Yeah. They eat quails instead of chickens and things like that.
Cornish hens. Exactly. They have wonderful little delicious little people diets.
Oh, they eat Cornish hens, but just the little legs. That's it. They got a little drumstick.
I bet they eat a lot of jelly beans.
It's adorable.
I don't trust midgets, man. I always see, if I see them, I always imagine they're somewhere at night in the forest with a cauldron, stirring some type of shit that's got kids in it, man. That's what they do. And that is a stereotype I believe in.
I agree. I like it. It's an empowered stereotype.
I never heard of that stereotype.
That's the type of influence I have. Roundtable of the year.
Oh, Kevin's making a bid, making a strong push.
Wow.
You know what?
For you.
As a matter of fact, we should, on the Roundtable page, please list who you think out of the nominees should be Roundtabler of the Year.
Yeah.
Please do, and let us give Mr. Obama and who was the other?
Martin Scorsese.
And Mr. Scorsese. Try to sway their opinion a little bit, because of course they have the final say, because one's the president, one's the greatest
Nelson
director.
Mandela, hopefully he can hold on another
Is he
week.
still around?
Yeah. He sent in his ballot, so.
Oh, okay. Well, he must be then. And of course, the one and only, the most amazing Mr. Nelson Mandela. So yes.
Well, to answer your question about the female gangs, in Mexico, it's a big problem in which gangs of female robbers are experienced at using drugs to knock knock men out and rob them, but they may have used too strong of a dose.
I mean, they used a regular dose.
They used a regular dose on midgets. Yes.
You got to have it. You got to have it.
Regular dose. Yeah.
That's
Let's go
sad.
weed brownie.
So these women did.
Yeah.
Did they?
Fucked up for weeks and weeks.
Are they charged with the murder? Do they know who did it?
They haven't. It's Mexico. No one gets caught for anything.
Right.
Man, I want to be a female robber. I want to drug people.
Go to Mexico.
Go to Mexico.
No,
Go do
thank you.
Yeah, what's her name from Cocaine Cowboys, Jackie? What's her name from Cocaine Cowboys?
I think she was just called the Godmother.
The Godmother. Yeah. That's
Griselda.
like kind of your idol a little bit, right?
100%. I would do anything to fucking kill. Like, if you had kids, Holden, like, kill your kids.
Right.
How would you kill him, Jax? You're gonna poison him? You're gonna shoot him?
I
You're
would
gonna
pay
stab him?
someone else to fucking do it.
Oh, I
fucking
see.
Doing that
Yeah,
shit.
just pay some people to sit on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat Fritos.
She got killed last year. Motorcycle drive-by. What she created. It was her invention. That's how they got her.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, awesome. Rock and roll.
It's brilliant stuff. These poor women, though, they didn't want to murder these little guys.
No, not at all.
They must feel bad.
Absolutely.
They must feel bad.
I wonder if they
like killing
stole
a kid.
their.
Yeah, it really is.
But it's sadder.
He's got the mind of an adult.
Christmas is ruined forever for
Oh, and to add to the tragedy, these two wrestlers were twin brothers.
Couldn't tell them apart, huh?
And espectrito means little ghost.
So it's little devil and little ghost.
Little death and little ghost.
Little death.
Tarantula.
And
It just
Mini
sucks that
Black
they
Cat.
lost those two because who's gonna make the toys for their Christmas?
See, we've been talking about midgets for a while now, Kevin. This is like the third week in a row that we've been talking about midgets, but you've missed the last 2 weeks. So it's good to have you back to get in your perspective.
And the toys joke hasn't even been made yet. I can't believe we didn't get to that one.
Yeah.
That's
We
great.
tried desperately not to think about Christmas.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
What just happened?
You know.
This took a downward turn.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just sad, Lane. Lane, you ever been on a date where a girlfriend cries about an ex-boyfriend?
She's not your girlfriend
no.
now.
Oh, she's not dating me right now? She's not here with me right now?
Hey, what if she kicks open the door and she's here all of a sudden?
Oh, man.
She's in that kegerator. Just fucking.
There's a kegerator in the studio that's full of fucking old-ass beer. Yes, I wish she was in it. I wish she was here with me right now. But, Lane, you're here, and you have beautiful blonde hair. She had blonde hair, and it was very nice, too.
Reminding you of this girlfriend?
No, because you're talking to me right now.
Better watch out. Don't play beer pong with them.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm not going to make you tuck it and grow tits. All right. I'm sorry. I get sad.
have a correction to get
Thank
back
you.
to the Mexican midget wrestlers.
Thank you.
2 women were found guilty for the crime and sentenced to 47 years in prison.
47?
You should get half if
Half
you kill a
of
midget.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they were convicted, huh?
They were caught and they were convicted, absolutely.
Very rare. Very rare.
Well,
You
a
feel
happy
bad.
ending.
You feel bad for the women, though, Jackie.
Yeah, I just
Going
hope-
to a Mexican prison like that.
Yeah. I mean, you can join their gang. The gang is called La Filtration.
Oh my god, I would fucking love
Filtration.
I mean, I'm sure it's La Filtracion.
What does it mean?
The filtration.
Yeah.
The filtration?
Yeah, clean water.
Yeah, isn't that like a sewage thing?
Yeah, but I think they're talking about their pussy juice.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
I wonder if they fuck on top of the people that like they drug.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What happens if you run a bunch of pussy juice through a Brita?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I
It
think
becomes tequila.
That is a fucking interesting ass question. dude.
Good ass idea.
that is a good
actually.
question. How do you? What does it taste like?
Water, probably, right?
I guess so. Does the Brita just like not do it?
Listeners, send in your pussy juice. We'll get a Brita.
Well, we have a lot of very young listeners, and I have a feeling the only ones that will send in any juices are it's going to be
Jesus
from
Christ.
fat man's ass cracks.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, every fat man out there with a sweaty ass crack, you're my favorite fucking listener. Send in that fucking butt juice.
Not going to drink from a mason jar of mystery juice.
You're not going to do it?
You're going to run it through a Brita.
Not going to help.
It will help. It will help.
I don't think a woman could secrete enough juice
Yeah, it would take forever.
to put it through a Brita.
If
Yeah,
you got
you
a
can.
splacker, then they can probably secrete enough juice.
You gotta
Absolutely.
get one in here.
Yeah.
Well, start working,
I don't
Jackie.
know how to do it. I can't do it.
You did it. You did it before.
Well, go find us a splacker.
All right, I'll find us a splacker.
I would love
You
to.
work at a coffee shop.
Yeah, I
There's
can
in there all the
find
time.
one.
Can we talk about what happened at your coffee shop?
I mean,
the camera.
If you want, you guys are a lot more upset about it than I am.
Oh,
yes,
Lord,
this
with
is
the
an interesting.
camera.
This
Yeah,
is an interesting real life story that has obviously not made the big news. Jackie works at a wonderful coffee shop. May I say the name of it, Jackie?
Yeah, sure.
It's called the Blue Stove. It's in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Shop there, get some pie.
Great pie, great coffee. There was a man. Safe to use the bathroom now. There was a man who put a camera in the bathroom, and no one knows how long it was there, but the owner was looking around, and then she was like, hey, what's that? Calls over a person, one of the employees there.
Yeah.
And
it couldn't have been more for a few hours at most.
Yeah, but
Right.
apparently he was in there for most of the day. Like, he's a customer that came in often.
Right, so a dude put a camera in
Lord
the
knows how many times he's
bathroom.
done it.
Yeah.
God knows how many times he's done it. And then as soon as the owner recognized the camera, the guy runs in, grabs the camera, and just bolts out of there. So basically, Jackie, there's a good chance that somebody is jacking off to you, just taking it as a Zebrowski dump.
I fucking hope so, man. I would just...
I mean, whose fetish is that?
He's not looking at me. It was pointed up toward... It was dick status.
Yeah, it was probably dick piss.
Was it for
was
dicks,
dick
you think?
I bet it was dick
Yeah.
piss.
Really?
Yeah, so probably a close-up on my asshole, which, man, it is sweet, and it is pert. But I think it was... Pert. It's pert. It's both pure and pert. But I think it was mostly for dicks.
Did you hear about this story, Kevin?
Nah, I didn't hear. When was it?
It just happened like last week. Yeah, 2 weeks ago or
Now
something
we
like
got
that.
a bunch of fucking cameras in there fucking watching us.
Taking pictures the real way.
Yeah.
Everyone knows we're videotaping your pussies and your dicks. You know.
Yeah, and then I watch it. I've got a big fucking screen in my
The real
bedroom,
way.
just fucking shoving my fist up into my pussy.
Oh, that's great. That's where it belongs.
Oh, yeah, so go shop at the Blue Stove.
All cameras are out of the bathroom.
And I've got a story that is directly related to this.
Oh, wow.
A Massachusetts man arrested for taking upskirt cell phone photos of women on subways has argued in court that it's perfectly legal and constitutionally protected.
What?
It might be, actually.
I don't know. I mean, how is it constitutionally protected?
First Amendment.
Freedom of speech?
Freedom of speech.
I don't know if they thought about
it.
Yeah, that's...
Michael
He's
Robertson.
just reporting the news. Freedom of the press. Look at this pussy.
I think freedom of the press is a better. Yeah, I'm buying that paper. I'll tell you that.
Hear ye, I've got a pussy picture.
Read all about it. More just like look at it and jack off. But
Michael Robertson, 31, was arrested in 2010 after trying to take photos of women's dresses on a Boston subway. He's now defending what he says is his right to take upskirt pictures of women in public. Robertson's defense attorney, a woman, argued before the state Supreme Court on Monday that her client's actions are protected under the First Amendment.
While she's talking, he's just like taking pictures.
yeah. No, not now, Larry. Not now.
The attorney told the judge that if a clothed person reveals a body part, whether it was intentional or unintentional, he or she cannot expect privacy, and that peeping Tom laws cover bathrooms and dressing rooms, but not public areas.
Wow. I mean, I sort of understand that in a weird way.
It seems legal to me. I mean, I don't want to sound like a complete monster, but I think he's should get off.
I mean, what do you think, Andrew?
Could you imagine, like, the thought process of that guy? Where he's like, well, I'm not going to just go to a plea bargain. I'm going to take this to the Supreme Court. Like a total psychopath.
Yeah, Anton Scalia is like, I'm going to need some more photographic evidence. I don't know if he actually did it. Everyone's fucking jacking off, coming in their robes and shit.
I don't know. I caught a guy taking a picture up. I had a skirt on and I had like leggings on, but also it's like
Must have had a wide lens.
But no, that's the thing. They weren't spread. He just fucking took a picture of my thighs touching. It's like, look at me. He can't fucking see my pussy from underneath me. What are you fucking taking a picture
Couple
of?
years he will.
Yeah. My lips are gonna be down to my knees. So I just thought it was weird.
I love it when a girl's thighs touch.
Yes.
It is an odd fetish for me to understand. Just a shot of just an anonymous pussy is very strange. I cannot
weird.
get off to that.
But I
at
think
all.
it's the thrill of it, though, right? Of actually doing it.
It's excitement.
Maybe it's an art form.
Yeah.
Well, constitutional law expert Leon Friedman said, I think it's ridiculous. Do you have a reasonable expectation of privacy in your underwear or in the thighs of your body when you cover it with a skirt? And the answer is, you do.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Some women in New York City, who they asked about this, were appalled by the case. One woman said, a lot of perverts out there. Horrible. I can't believe that's the case here. Another
Some
said,
chicks fucking don't give you a thank you text when you buy them a bear sweatshirt. So it doesn't really matter what all of them say.
Lord.
oh, Jesus.
Ben, the sound engineer, just agreed with everything I said. He gave me a thumbs
That's
up.
not true. He
and
doesn't have a mic. He doesn't have
It doesn't matter.
He never gave you a
Ben's
thumbs
gonna
up.
say a lot
He
on
never
this
gave
show.
you a thumbs up.
Yes, he did. There's no evidence that he didn't.
You're killing it today, Ben. Not you.
Yeah, the other one. He's hilarious. I love this fucking guy.
Another woman said, it's very frustrating. The more time that goes by, the more rights that they have, the more loopholes that they can find, and it's just less and less safe.
Oh, is this a race thing now?
Those people.
Those upskirt taking people.
The loophole's where I always like to put my camera. Right in the loophole.
Yeah.
That wasn't that good.
No, I like it though. I mean, I definitely thought of a pig's asshole, because I thought of the oinky tail.
I was thinking of Looper.
Looper is great.
I mean, I just thought of like literal loophole, and I still didn't understand why you said it.
Just throwing it all out there, see what sticks.
That's fine. Well, you're not really helping yourself when it comes to Roundtable of the Year.
Yeah, are we
award.
pulling out his nomination?
No, I mean, I'm still nominated. The nomination I got to kill a girl to get not nominated.
Oh, okay.
They can remember that for this week, guys.
So don't kill a girl. Don't kill a girl. That would be in our best.
Can you
interest.
dress a boy up like a girl and kill that?
You can beat the shit out of him. You can't kill him.
Yeah. Play some beer pong with him. It'll be fine. Well, Roundtable audience, let us know what you think about this legal case. We'll see. Because I sort of almost understand where the legality of it is. It's kind of like, I mean, he's just taking pictures of something that he's seen.
Yeah, here's what he's charged with. He's charged with 2 counts of photographing an unsuspecting nude or partially nude person.
I mean, then the entire American Apparel ad campaign has to be gone.
Well, no, I mean,
It's like unsuspected.
Sort of.
They're
I don't know if
consenting.
Yeah, mildly.
He faces more than 2 years in prison if found guilty. Well, jail, not prison.
Jail, yeah.
My friend Woody in middle school put mirrors on his shoes. It was a lot of fun.
See, that's fun. That's like a Rodney Dangerfield thing.
That's kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
You
how
know,
quick do you have
just
to jack off?
Picture like the dudes who check for bombs under cars with one of those long ass mirrors on a cane.
Yeah.
Going
Just
around
imagine the
under
guy with the
girls.
mirrors on his shoes is like, she's got a string. She is a bomb.
You're pretending you're blind. You got like a little stick, and then when you flip it over, it's a mirror, and they think you're blind, so they don't think you're looking at nothing.
Yeah.
It's a good cover.
It's a real good cover.
This guy should have thought of that.
There's a lot of things he should have thought about.
Yo, if he goes to prison though, there's gonna be a shitload of asshole shots.
Yeah.
For him, you know what I mean?
absolutely.
In the toilets and the.
Who's bringing a camera in the showers then?
I don't know. Maybe me.
Get one of those snaps.
You.
Maybe some fucking biggies in there.
Man, I feel like you would run prison if you got in there. For some
Yeah,
reason.
you'd have to get raped for a few years, though.
I'd be the ball sucker. My trick would be to keep my heterosexuality. I'd draw nipples on the balls,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
and then
I
I'd
don't
treat
know
them
how
like
much
tits.
that helps.
Just some tiny
It's
wrinkly
negligible.
titties.
Yeah, tiny wrinkly titties, man. Let's go for it.
That's
Do you
your
think
brand.
they would let you draw the nipples on the balls?
Yeah,
I mean, if
after,
they want to
after
get sucked off with pleasure.
Exactly.
With pleasure.
And after beating the fuck out of me, I mean, I would assume they'd give me a little leniency.
Yeah.
Man, I'd get beaten the fuck out of me in prison.
Oh, man, they would rip your teeth out just for better blowjobs.
God knows. God knows. I'd be fucking doming dudes up at that place. Fucking doming bros up in there. Hell yeah.
Well,
I think you'd be fine. I really do. I think you would out crazy the craziest person in
You
prison.
think so?
I know it.
Think so? I'd be the spider. That's what I'd call myself. He's already got a name. You never know where his web will be spun. And your fucking cock, Bruno!
Well, I don't know what Bruno did to get in there, but he's probably just there for tax evasion, and he's just in the corner crying. I never asked to be roomed with you. That's fine. Marcus?
One more story before we get to the segment. Authorities arrested a Union County Department of Social Services worker and a Monroe man Friday night after an 11-year-old boy was found handcuffed to the front of a home with a dead chicken tied around his neck.
Wow!
Chupacabra.
Growing up strong.
I guess so.
A deputy was answering an animal services complaint next door to the home on Austin Road when he saw a child secured to the front porch at the ankle by what appeared to be a pair of handcuffs. The child also had a dead chicken hanging around his neck and appeared to be shivering.
What was the dead chicken? It was on a rope or something?
It doesn't say
They couldn't
how.
afford a babysitter, and they wanted to make sure he could eat.
So they used, lucky the dead chicken will take care of him. Don't worry about it.
It does not say how the chicken was affixed to his person.
Glued to him.
That's kind of rough. It's kind of a rough little story there.
Yeah, but was the kid naked?
He wasn't naked. He was clothed.
He was fully clothed, and he even had a necklace there.
Marcus, were you naked when this happened to you as a kid?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I had my loincloth.
Yeah, this was on Marcus's Christmas list, the Santa Claus.
Not bad.
Please make it the dead chicken instead of the live coyote this year.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you behaved well.
Moments later, after the deputy arrived, 57-year-old Dorian Lee Harper appeared on the porch along with another child who released several large dogs onto the officer.
Yikes.
So, this is... no, continue.
When additional officers arrived, they removed 5 children from the home. Harper and Wanda Sue Larson,
Hey!
57, were arrested.
I thought this sounded familiar. I blocked it out.
Yeah. That's interesting. So the chicken around the neck, and then there's a bunch of kids in there. Are they foster kids or their own kids?
Foster kids.
Of course.
Well, the 11-year-old was a foster kid. The 4 others were not.
Oh, so he deserved it.
No, he did not deserve
So the
it,
foster
Jackie.
kid got the chicken?
Yeah, the foster kid got the chicken.
Well, you should have been a real kid.
That's what I'm saying.
He is a real kid. What is wrong with you animals? Savage monsters. Beasts.
It's like a
children
midget
are
is
the-
half a person. He's a quarter of a kid.
Yeah, being a foster kid is worse than being a midget, is what we're
Well, I
saying.
have a lot of foster brothers and sisters, and they're real people, and they're real kids. And,
Were any of them midgets?
well, they were... No.
Are all
Thank
of them
God.
mentally retarded?
None of them are. Some push carts. You know, that's fine. This story makes me sad. Andrew,
You sad about that?
I feel like it's a sad story. Oh, you got me?
After 3 years, you're finally sad at a story.
Finally sad at a story. Every goddamn story I tell, I'm sad at.
You're the monster.
You're the bitch. Let's fuck, Jackie.
This is good.
Wow. Whoa, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about all that. I agree.
Don't buy me a gift.
You got yourself a sweatshirt coming in the mail.
Oh, God.
And a nice heart necklace. You know,
How much did the heart necklace
it doesn't
cost?
matter. We could talk about like, hey, I have no money.
So
and
I just
spent
want
way
to
too
throw
much.
it out there. Ben Kissel, to the listeners out there, is clearly looking for love. So give the email address out, Marcus.
cavecomedyradio@gmail.com.
Any listeners out
18
there
and
that are
older,
interested-
please only.
Yeah,
No, I just say
send a
get,
photocopy of your ID.
get your parents' consent before you send a message in, but send in your
nice.
likes.
Even if you're 30.
Exactly. Send your likes and your dislikes in. Send your zodiac sign and what you would like to do with Ben Kissel on a
Yes.
first date.
Dick pics only.
I have a feeling there might be some of those coming in.
Oh, man. Put it like a wig and a little dress on your dick.
Yeah, do that. Absolutely. Toss some lipstick on it. But
Yeah.
either way, send in your messages and we'll see if we can make a love connection,
And if
a
you-
Kissel connection.
If you dress up your dick and send it in to cavecomedyradio@gmail.com, you get a Roundtable of Gentlemen Gold Star.
Absolutely.
yeah.
A gold star. That's great. This is exciting. And let me know what you think about Bill de Blasio. And then that'll be good. It doesn't matter. Marcus, are we done with the saddest story that we've heard?
It's time for a segment.
I don't know.
Wasn't that sad?
No.
No.
I mean, maybe I'm just a sensitive man.
Kid's a kid who, he'd be homeless if it wasn't for this
Yeah,
woman.
at
He
least
was
had a dead
handcuffed outside with a dead chicken around his neck.
Yo,
man.
he's gonna grow up to be a dope ass rapper though, man. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
And he wasn't naked.
Dead chicken is a good name for a rapper.
Yeah.
You know where this was, Holden? Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah!
Really?
Home of the Hornets. They don't exist anymore.
Nope.
So there you go.
The Pelicans.
Yeah, whatever. Are they? The Pelicans?
Yeah,
the
New
That's
Orleans.
really
Terrible.
sad.
It's a bad
That's
name,
awful.
yeah.
That's awful. What do we have?
That's
the
awful than
Bobcats
that
or
whole
something?
story.
Yeah, you got the Bobcats.
That's fine with me.
Man, we should have went straight to that segment, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, we really should have. And now it's time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
Guinness Book of World Records. Marcus Guinness Parks, owner of Guinness Book of World Records, is accepting new world records.
How many millions and billions of dollars does it take to buy Guinness World Records?
Trillions and billions.
I mean, it took about, I would say, $200 million to
Now,
buy.
why did you want to buy Guinness? What made you want to be the sole owner of that company?
Why wouldn't I?
It's a great answer.
I feel like the man who holds the world records in his hand holds the world in his hand.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yep.
I'm going to start. My world record that I would like to enter in as a possibility to get in the book, longest log. So I'm going to get the longest dookie log. I think I'm just going to eat a bunch of fucking, steaks and stuff like that. Really fill the belly up, Kobayashi
some breads
style.
and some rice to keep it bound together.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you shoot out a bunch of diarrhea.
I'm going to shoot a bunch of glue up my ass. So that's the way that I figured I could get it all stuck together.
If you shoot glue up your ass?
Is it
Marcus, is it cheating if he shoots glue in his ass?
Absolutely not.
It's not cheating, but I think it's cheating, Marcus.
Thank you very much. Hey, because anybody else can shoot glue up
It's
their
a
ass.
poop-enhancing drug.
So I'm going to shoot it up there, and then I'm going to need a large field because I figure I'll have to do a walk and poop. We'll take it all the way out, get it, I'll do some practice runs, and then I'll invite you out to come see and smell, my friend, and we will measure that poopy.
All right. I like it.
There
Kevin.
you go.
Okay, my Guinness Book of World Record thing that I want to submit, which I think would be very profitable for a lot of people, is called Man Who's Fucked the Most Whales. Now, you see, with this record, there's no cost. All I have to provide is hope. I just got to go out there and swim, find these whales. We can film all of this and make this into a documentary for Discovery Channel or Animal Planet, depending on your preference.
That's great. Or Travel Channel, I think, too. Yeah.
What's the name of that show?
Kevin
Literally,
Barnett
Man Who's
Whalefucker.
Fucked the Most Whales.
It's literally the man who fucked the most whales. That's the name of the show.
Whale horse.
Yeah. Rail Wars. Whale Whores. Whale Wars, Whale Whores.
Well, we're gonna get into some trouble with PETA, but that's always good for business.
People, no,
you
PETA would
want to
love
get
it.
in trouble with PETA.
What's more ethical than sticking your dick inside an animal?
Yeah,
Say,
whales
"Come."
live to moan.
Exactly. Whales need love too, man.
It's gonna be.
It wouldn't hurt the whale.
No,
That's
no,
the
no.
thing. Your tiny fucking little dick is not gonna hurt a whale.
No.
Unless you slit it in the side.
Hey, that whale ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
That whale's not
My whale
feeling
just
it.
appreciate my company, man. You know how lonely whales are? Swimming in that dark ass ocean.
Alone.
Ain't no way around them, man.
Getting fucking
Kevin's gonna be
sweatshirts.
there though.
Yeah. We're going to get you some crotchless scuba gear.
Fucking his dog is just. I can't get it hard down here. Well, you gotta rub it harder.
If any listener out there would like to draw some crotchless scuba gear,
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
DaveComedyRadio@gmail.com.
That's perfect.
Kissel.
Guinness Book of World Records. I fucking had an idea.
You've known about this for like 2.5 hours.
Lane, go to Lane. Go to Lane.
Oh wait,
It's on to you, Lane.
No,
Guinness
no.
Book of World
Get it?
most. I would say the most. I would like to. What's a funny thing to do? I'm serious. What's a funny thing to like? Ben, what's a funny thing to do?
Don't you dare bring him
No.
into this.
Ben has the best.
He's not allowed to help you.
No,
Okay.
don't help
Ben,
me.
you're gonna help
you
me from
can't
here on
help
out.
him.
You're too good for
Don't
this,
look
Ben.
at him. Put your head
you're
down.
good. You're above all of us.
It doesn't matter. Oh, Ben, that's a fucking great idea, Ben. You're fucking so smart. Oh, God. No, I would say I would like to eat. I was watching a commercial for Golden Corral, and they do they have caramel, and they have a bunch of like chocolate fountains and stuff, and I want to do something with maybe put my nuts in the chocolate fountain, and then I want to have the most amount of people to like put like strawberries and like marshmallows into the chocolate, but it would be like nut chocolate and my nuts. And so then I will have multiple people do that, and I'll set the world record for having putting my nuts in chocolate fountains and having people dip marshmallows in them the most.
Oh, my
That's an idea.
We're done. Yeah,
Yeah, right. That's
great.
an actual idea, and that's Ben's idea.
It sounds
Yeah. So if you didn't like it, like that's all the sound engineer. You know? People wonder why he doesn't get a mic. You know, that's fucking idiot, right? God damn, isn't he a hack? It's almost like he doesn't try. You know. All right, Lane, you're up.
What? All right, Guinness Book of World Records. Okay.
It's tough, right?
Yeah.
All these segments are always very difficult.
Quicksand pit that's killed the most people.
Wow.
I like that.
I feel like quicksand hasn't gotten its just due.
Yeah.
No.
It's like trying real hard.
As a kid,
comeuppance.
as a kid, it was
It's
real
the scariest.
Can we all
scariest
agree? We were
thing.
far too
Super Mario
scared.
It was because of
killed
never-ending story.
So many people in Super Mario 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling
2,
you.
And in real life.
How are you going to lure people to your quicksand pit?
Oh, how would I lure? I don't know. How do you
Like put like a mobile station or like
how
a
about
gas
we
station.
how about we
like,
put
right
how
in
about we
front of it or
put that dope ass chocolate nut fountain on the other side of it?
We're working together, Lane. Brilliant. We'll share the win when we. Well, I mean, we're not going to get it.
All right, Andrew, what do you got?
Okay, actually, I wanted to talk to Marcus about this. I just got a letter in the mail from Marcus. My submission was denied, apparently.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't have the most pathetic third date story in the history of mankind. You said I didn't just lose to Ben. Ben also beat someone who brought someone to their dad's funeral. Who brought someone to protest soldiers' funerals, which I thought was surprising.
Oh, what's that? What's that, Ben? Oh, you think Andrew Short's really mean? Yeah, I think he is too.
What was the other one that he beat? I can't remember.
And then the last one, the third one, was this guy who, after a third date, bought this woman some jewelry and a sweatshirt, never called her back, and he just wore her as a sweatshirt for
That
like
was
a month.
All right, well, we can all have our jokes. It's always fun because it's not real. It didn't actually happen.
Jackie.
All right, it's gonna be called the longest Texas chain of bones. And basically,
Really
which
playing the
also
Marcus there.
It's going to be following it's going to be only the Zebrowski family eating meat from local places in Texas, and they stack the bones from like tip to tip to go all the way across Texas by hitting different local places to eat their meat. So you support them, you raise the economy, people are cheering you on. We're like out in the outback, just fucking sleeping in tents. Get a film crew out there, follow us for our entire venture. We make it a whole money-making scheme, and we get bones from the tip to tip of Texas.
So we're going El Paso to Texarkana here.
Yes, sir.
I think nuts in the chocolate fountain is the best. I really do. I'm saying that.
All right. Well,
That's
I mean,
great.
I think that I can make a lot of money for Guinness here.
Absolutely.
I mean, my investment is going to actually pay off. I like it. This is going to make me money.
Ed Larson for the
What do you
steal.
got?
How is it going to make you money?
So
It just is.
What I'm going for is we're gonna do world's largest froggy holocaust.
Froggy Holocaust.
Yeah, we're gonna.
also playing.
I like that a lot, man.
So what we're gonna do is because you got to be celebrity endorsed. So I'm gonna hire the gecko lizard, and we're gonna dress him up like Adolf Hitler, and I'm gonna get the crocodile hunter's daughter to dress up like Mussolini.
Oh, that's fine. That's you will do it, yeah.
Yeah, and
I love
Jackie
this.
Chan's gonna be Japanese.
You got to involve
And,
him.
He's Chinese. You can't play Japanese.
Yeah, and then they're gonna get together and they're just gonna get a bunch of frogs, put them in a big empty swimming pool, above ground swimming pool, and just jump in and stomp them all to death.
How is he going to make money off of this?
Well, it's people who don't like frogs are going to tune in.
I hate
This is a big
frogs,
community.
man. They're
We're playing to
a
a big
real
community. People who hate frogs and scared of frogs.
You would
My
pay
friend
money for
Lisi and Liao, she's scared of frogs.
That's the thing. You
I'm
put it in an
terrified of
arena. You
frogs.
put
Yeah,
the
me
pool
too.
in an arena too. You sell tickets. To the
Yeah.
event.
We're talking Madison Square Garden. Instead of filling up the ice where the Rangers play with ice, fill it with frogs.
Wow.
Everyone gets BB guns. You just start shooting
Now
from
you
the
get BB
seats.
guns.
Wow.
And everyone's
Yeah,
shooting
Kevin
and
likes
killing
it.
frogs.
Kevin, why do you
Ed,
eat?
let me ask you
The
that.
Geico lizard's just having the time of his life.
Let me ask you.
Burning books outside.
Little frog
Framed
books?
out in the Time Warner box.
Yeah, like the Princess and the Frog. We just burn all of them.
Now, Ed, are you saying to me right now that there are no monkeys involved in this situation?
No monkeys at all. We don't
All
need
right.
monkeys for this. Although, if you wanted to bring a monkey, I bet a monkey could really rip a frog to pieces.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
So
could.
if you want to bring a monkey, that's fine. I'm sure Hitler liked monkeys, right?
Everyone likes monkeys.
Everyone likes monkeys. Yeah.
They're the greatest animals on earth.
Yeah. So orangutans. We'll bring an orangutan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I kinda
Yeah.
like
You
that.
imagine
I
how
love
far
this
an
idea,
orangutan could throw a bullfrog?
Oh, my God. Holy Lord, he's a real
man.
Sandy Koufax.
Man, I love everything about this.
Yeah. Yeah, winner for single event is definitely Froggy Holocaust. However, the Guinness Empire is very far-reaching. For our new TV show, we're doing longest Texas chain of bones.
I disagree with that.
Hey, I'm not... You know what?
You know what? Don't give it to me.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring you in for my restaurant chain, and I was gonna bring in your nut fountain for my restaurant chain.
Man, this is thousands of restaurants across the country.
Well, I would like to have... Can I get you back?
This is all on
Marcus, can I get you back?
Try.
You, my friend, got a sweatshirt coming. You got a sweatshirt coming. You got a heart necklace and a sweatshirt coming.
And we're going to have a nut fountain in every single Monkey Island restaurant in the United States.
There you go.
Wait, not one picture of me fucking whales?
I mean, I'll get...
Think about it.
Okay,
Put 'em on the wall.
How's about this?
I feel like every Yelp review, if you did have that, would just simply be the word majestic.
Kevin, how's about this? I'll give you a day on my yacht.
Oh, I take that shit. I can fuck all types of whales.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, that is the Roundtable of Four.
Live in this world.
Oh, man. Crotchless scuba pants.
It's brilliant. Women.
Eat for days.
That's Jackie and Ed.
Step
and
on a
Holden.
frog tonight.
Kisses for Kissel at Cave Comedy Radio.
Yeah, kisses for Kissel.
Oh my
Thank you,
God.
Holden.
He's not going to get any responses.
Yeah, I know. It's really quite tragic and sad. No, a lot of people
out
like
there.
me. I have a great voice and wonderful personality. I'm tall and big,
Yeah,
large,
but your
large.
skin's dying.
Well, right now it is, but it'll come back.
You just got to brush him with a hard brush. Get the scales off of him.
Yeah. No, I'm much more attractive than people give me credit for. That's Kevin, and then I'm Ben, and then Andrew Short was here, and Lane.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so
And Lane,
much.
this is your first time ever being here.
Yeah.
So you'll have to come back and do it again.
I will.
And you're a dreamboat, so check him out.
Whoa, okay.
That's nice.
Well, Kissel, you are.
Man, I always like ending them in silence.
Yeah.
Well, we are.